Welcome back to the podcast, Finding Passion and Purpose, Your Path to Spiritual Growth. I am Heather Baldwin, Master Life Coach. And before we get into this episode, I'd like you to give this show a rating because that is what gets it out to more people like you who are enjoying the show. And share it on social media, share it with a friend. Do all the things so that we can reach as many people as possible and help as many people as possible. So let's jump right into today's episode where I am kind of more of a personal story, what's going on in my life right now. And I've been a little bit having some powerful shifts in the last couple weeks, and know some of you out there may need to hear this and know that different mindset shifts are possible for you. So I've been a little bit not here necessarily on the podcast because I just released the last 2 weeks some great podcasts with some great guests. I was kind of reaching out of my comfort zone. But I had some authors reach out to me and ask to be guests on this podcast, and they seemed like they would be a good fit. And, if something feels like in your gut right away, like, ooh, that's exciting. Like, yeah, sure, I want to do that. So I did. And yeah, it was great. They were wonderful people. They were great conversations. They talked about their books and lives, and they were just wonderful. So if you missed those, it was the last 2 episodes. I believe it's episode 43 and 44. So I'm going to try to get through this. I've had a little bit of a tickle in my throat, still left over from a cold that was lingering forever. And so hopefully I don't have to stop recording and have a coughing attack. So I have a little sip of my coffee, and yeah, so because I've been doing some deep work the last couple of weeks, I wanted to share with you because even as a coach, I still am growing. I'm still a person, obviously. I'm a human being. I believe that our lives here, our paths are to come back home to ourselves. When we're born into this earth, it's like our soul completely forgets what we contracted to come here for. And then it's our life mission to figure out what is our, what lights us up. Because we get programmed as children, and by no one's fault. Sometimes parents' intentions are well-meaning, but then it kind of shuts us down. Or sometimes we have horrible parents that cut us down and make us feel small. And so those were some kind of blocks that I wanted to work on. I feel like I have really evolved and come a long way in the last 5 years of working with this, working on myself and transforming. But I just felt like I needed a little bit of help. So I think I mentioned in a previous episode before the interviews that I did join a business mentoring group with a business coach and some lovely, beautiful entrepreneurs. And that has helped me a lot because when you're an entrepreneur, it's hard to know what the next step is because you have so many ideas, but you just can't execute all of these things at the same time. And so that has been super helpful, but I was just feeling like I needed something else. So I don't know if any of you listen to Jim Fortin. He was introduced to me by one of my very first coaches, and she had taken his signature program and introduced me to him. And so I've been listening to his podcast for probably about 4 years. And he recently had this new opportunity called Becoming Unstoppable. And so I decided it was like a free call with one of his coaches. And so I did that just to see what it was about. And yeah, I took the leap. I was like, this is it. This is my opportunity. If I wait, I'm just going to stay where I'm at. I'm not going to keep growing. I can keep listening to the podcast. I can keep listening to all the self-help books, self-development, spiritual awakening. I mean, I love podcasts and I love Audible books. I have listened to 120 Audible books in the last 5 years. I have certain podcasts that I listen to on a regular basis, including this one. I listen to my own podcast sometimes because I want to hear if I made any sense. And yeah, so I joined Jim's Unstoppable or Becoming Unstoppable program. And he had been talking to other people that were on the live weekly call. So last week was the first week. I was so intimidating because he is a huge transformational coach, like huge. So I was intimidated by just even being on that call. And then he's like, and Heather, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, well, here we go. One of those other things of like, you got to just dive in because if you don't do a little bit of scary things. So I was telling him about how, why he asked why I joined the program. And I said, I have these mental blocks of, like, I'm a little bit fearful of being on social media so much, just trying to get through that and be more comfortable with myself. And I don't remember exactly everything I said, but I do remember what he said to me. And I felt it in my chest, in my soul, because it was the truth. And he said, you need to stop being so selfish and quit making it about you. He's like, you have gifts to share with the world. So you need to get off your ass and help the people that you were sent here to help. And so I am telling you this because I want you to know this message as well, because we all have gifts, we all have talents, We all have stories and experiences and transformations we've gone through. And it is those hard transformations that make us equipped to help others along the way, right? And so I've been letting fear slow me down. I've been slowly getting through it, but the fear of being judged, or the fear that I'm not good enough, or the fear of putting myself out there, the fear of being seen. It's really, when he said stop being selfish, I'm like, that's right. It really is a selfish behavior, because if I'm rejecting, so let's put it in this way. We all judge. We're human beings. We judge others. People judge us. It's just human life, right? So if not everybody is going to like us and we know this, then why do we care so much? I don't know. It's a subconscious programming, and it's just human nature. So that kind of woke me up, and I realized that staying small doesn't help anyone. And I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to be real. I'm here to serve. I'm here to hold space, to lead, because it really is not about me. It's about you guys, and anybody who's listening. I don't make anything off this podcast. I do it because I'm hoping that these words will reach out to you and help you. It's about the women who are wondering if you're ever going to feel like you're clear, confident, or connected to your purpose. You don't need more pressure. You need presence, support, guidance from someone who gets it. And I 100% get it. Yeah, it's hard to put yourself out there. It's hard to even want to help people, because you're like, well, if I help people, like, they're going to judge me. You're right. So I want to tell you exactly how I can support you right now, because I've created some tools for every stage of the journey. First, you can go to my website. My website is a one-stop place for all my things that I've created. I have some free tools, and right at the top of my homepage is the spiritual alignment quiz. It's a self-discovery tool that helps you pinpoint what's blocking your purpose and gives you personalized next steps. The second, which is a new thing that I just released and put out there, is called the Spiritual Discovery Bundle. It's only $22, and it's packed with tools, journal prompts, and guided practice to help you reconnect to your soul. It's like a soul transformation tool. And it's a little bit of, if you're not really sure that you really want to work with a coach, whether it's me or some other coach, it'll give you a little taste of what coaching can be like. And it'll give you some kind of eye-opening, mind expanding, and soul expanding experiences while you're going through that work. Third, I have 2 different kinds of one-on-one. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I have a soul clarity session that's only 45 minutes, and then I have a deep dive one-on-one. The soul clarity is we go into what are your blocks and create aligned action steps to move forward. And then I have a deep dive 1 hour one-on-one session where we can dive into whatever is really your issue right now. But regardless if you use any of those tools, I am super grateful that you are here listening to this podcast, watching it on YouTube, whatever it may be. Like I said, I don't get anything from the podcast. I'm simply putting this out here so that I can help you in any way I can at this level. So if any of those things interest you, go to loveandsolace.com. You can send me a DM. You can email me. All this stuff will be in the show notes. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, whenever you're listening to it. And I really appreciate you taking your time to listen. I love you and have an amazing day.